Hey everyone, how you doing? It is week 6 in the NFL. I'm Wade McElwain. NFL in London, joining me, Delamonte, Ryan Cull, and Will Gavin. Guys, we do a little thing because we all play on DraftKings. We've got our league that we play in, the Hippo League. Go to draftkings.co.uk/Hippo. Play against us in our league. And every week we play against each other, but we give a little fantasy advice to each other. A little thing we call pick, avoid, hide, which is pick one player you've got to pick, one player you've got to avoid, and one guy you've got to hide. These guys are going to give their own pick, avoid, hides. I'm going to start with Edo. Edo, who's your pick, your avoid, and your hide for this week?
My pick is Carson Wentz, quarterback at 6,000. He's playing Washington, which I think is reason enough to pick him, really, because that defense really hasn't sorted itself out. So you're talking about a team that last year didn't beat anyone with a winning record. And they've still carried on this like Dan Snyder tradition of adding the most expensive free agent because that's going to sort your team out. I actually think Josh Norman is a good addition, but there are so many other problems there that you go, well, that secondary's been in trouble since the start of the season. And you look at it and go, well, he only costs you 6,000, so you can afford an extra position, an extra skill position player by drafting Wentz. So I think he's a surefire pick at that kind of price. Our avoid, and I'm really sorry I have to say this, but Lamar Miller, someone who people absolutely hate. I mean, people hate Lamar Miller, and they've never even met him. I bet he's lovely. But for season upon season, people pick him in the 4th round because it's like, oh, he's still there.
First rounder this year.
Yeah.
Most times.
He's a running back, so he has no personality. That's the one thing that we can immediately decide.
But because it's all been like basically knocked out of his head. But he's playing Indianapolis, so the temptation is to go, well, he's playing Indy, and that's a dreadful run defense. And Ryan Grigson had to go and basically make excuses for it on radio this week. But unfortunately, that's not enough. I think he's going to have a difficult game. And other good running backs have actually not necessarily had breakout games against Indianapolis this year. I think Melvin Gordon was one of them. He was a very popular pick back in week 3, I believe they played Indianapolis. Yeah. So I'd avoid. And my gem, this could really end up exploding in my face. It's Jeff Fisher.
Yeah,
going 7 and 9.
Pink glasses he's got there too. Yeah.
Sexy man, and oh my word, I'm kind of happy that Miami didn't get him in the end. But he was supposed to Miami or St. Louis. But what's he done at St. Louis? Anyway, no. Okay, Tavon Austin, because I think that on speed alone he's going to be able to do some damage. Against that Detroit secondary. And he's been consistent, you see. He's been getting you 10, 11, 12 points. So there could be a breakout game in there for him. So
we'll wait and see on that one. I want to see how your hide turns out on that one. Ryan, let's go to you. Pick, avoid, hide.
I went with my first pick. I decided to go DeMarco Murray. I think he's actually been incredible this year, and I think no one expected to be. We all thought, oh, DeMarco Murray blew it last year when he was in Philly. He's just come back just a gangbuster, and I think he's going to get the end zone against Cleveland. He's going to get the opportunities, and I just keep riding DeMarco Murray until he gets injured, basically, is what you should do. My void is Matt Forte. I think we're seeing the end of Matt Forte, to be honest with you.
Good move by the Bears.
Yeah, you know, it's just classic. That's why I had a rule when I was doing my fantasy is don't draft anyone over 30, except a quarterback, obviously. But I think Matt Forte's just been, he's getting, like, Bilal Powell's starting to come in. He's getting more snaps. He's getting more catches. It's now turning into a timeshare between the two of them, where at the beginning of the year, Matt Forte was like top 3 running back, and I think he's just each week getting worse and worse. So I think just avoid him until we see something different. And last but not least, my hide was Will Fuller. You know, he's had a couple bad games. 2 of the last 3 games have been terrible. But again, he's just your big time, you know, one play, he can win you the game. And I like it against Indianapolis. I think they're going to be so focused on getting Hopkins that ball that just Will Fuller just gets forgotten about, and he's just going to be a weapon. So I see him getting a big touchdown, like a 50-yarder, to give you at least those points.
All right, let's go to Will Gavin. Will, who was your pick, your avoid, and your hide?
I can't want to change my pick to Lamar Miller now. Just that's another conversation for the pub afterwards. But Jimmy Graham. $4,900. That's $2,100 less than the top tight end. He has 17 targets, 12 receptions, 213 yards, and a touchdown in his last 2 games. And he's going against the Falcons defense, who have, let me give you this murderer's row of tight ends that they have given up a touchdown to so far this year. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, Brandon Myers, Clive Wolford, Kobe Fleener, and Greg Olsen have all scored on the Falcons already this season.
Right.
Jimmy Graham is going to go for 100-plus yards and a touchdown. I'm absolutely convinced of it.
What happened to Austin Seferian-Jenkins?
First round pick. Hasn't he landed somewhere? Isn't he with New York or someone?
Yeah, I think he picked him up.
Yeah, his emotional issues that he has and behavior issues. But yeah, go ahead. Who's your avoid then?
Amari Cooper. from the Raiders. Now, he's back, right?
Yeah.
He got a touchdown last week against the Chargers. He's going to be the big dog in town again. But this week he's going up against Marcus Peters. The Chiefs, 13th ranked against the pass. Peters specifically, I think it was him and it was Verrett for the Chargers, who's gone down for the season, were the two real surprises this year, just shutting guys down left, right and centre. The big thing is, what Derek Carr has shown is that if Amari Cooper is getting blanketed, he's willing to go elsewhere. I just think he gets 3-4 targets this week maximum, going up against Peters. They'll move Peters around against him. And for $7,500, he's way too expensive at that price. And then my hide, Cameron Artis-Payne. Now, this is purely on a game time decision. This is down to my hunch that the Panthers look, they say we've got a bye week next week. We've got New Orleans this week. Let's not risk Jonathan Stewart and aggravating that injury. Give him 2 more weeks off. And then you're getting the #1 running back against the worst defense against the running football for $3,700. What's there not to like?
All right, now I also do my pick of Void and Hide, so let's go through see mine. My pick, Greg Olsen, Carolina Panthers, because he is playing New Orleans. If he torched Tampa Bay for 180 yards, just imagine what the hell he is going to do to New Orleans. Whoever's playing quarterback, you're always going to hit Greg Olsen. He is that wide receiver tight end. He has got all the options. He's amazing with great hands. He's my pick. My avoid, Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, because even if he takes a knee to stop the clock, people are still going to boo him. He is just one of those guys. I don't trust him in this one. I think there's going to be too much drama on the field, too much to worry about. I would just want to take him, just not even think about him at all. And my hide, the big man from Chicago Bears, Cameron Meredith. So many people are covering all the other receivers, and you've got Jacksonville this week. Meredith is one of those guys that I think is a nice fit with Brian Hoyer. He's able to get the ball. He's able to get some yards. And I think this week we're going to see him get a lot more touches for a very good value. I like him in this week, and I also like the Bears because we're going to win, finally. Maybe we'll get 2 wins. So those are our pick, avoid, hides. If you guys want to play along with us, we play in a contest at DraftKings. Play along our DraftKings Hippo contest. Go to draftkings.co.uk/Hippo. Join our contest. It's a Sunday night league. First prize, 2 tickets to watch Washington, Cincinnati at Wembley. Second prize, 50-pound bar tab. Third prize, kiss from Edo. All you have to do is go ahead and play. And we'll see you Sunday at the Hippodrome Casino in Leicester Square in London. See you then. Welcome to the big time.